Hey everybody! Welcome back to a brand new series of Let's Plays. I am Tinker Landon, and I am playing Crash Landing. This is a mod from Minecraft that is known to be a little on the difficult side. And when I say a little on the difficult side, I mean I have to start immediately, or else I'm going to die of thirst. So while I would normally go ahead and read all the quests to you, this time I'm going to have to just sort of skip that in lieu of grabbing the things I need, such as, say, water. Open? Water. I needed it so much. Where's my camel pack? Camel pack is here. Good. Alright, now our first half, or actually more like a third day, I got a few things we gotta take care of. First things first, there are actually some drops on the map. It seems that the crash landing of our ship into the soft dirt here has kicked up some items of value. And the ones I'm really going to want to get are the bones, because I need them to make an item. Once we've done that, our primary goal will be to gather dust before nightfall. I'll show you why once it happens. There we go. There's bone number 1. Now the next bone is just over this hill. They're always the same every time you start this map, because this map is exactly the same every time you start it. No variation at all. I guess I should point out what this stuff here is. This stuff is dust. It's sort of like sand, only not as useful. You can use a thing called a sieve to turn it into useful items though. This is based on the X-Nilo mod, which is what you see in Agrarian Skies. And as you can see, this world that we've crashed on is quite barren. It's not got a lot to work with, except for dust. So we're going to have to make everything else that we want. There we go. 4 bones. That's what we were looking for. And some seeds. Always good to have seeds. Now then, one of the first things I like to do is start digging out my ship. It gets me the dust that I need during the night, and it also opens up these windows so that I can see when it's night and day. Very good. Of course, one of the first things I like to do with this dust is block off this engine, because fire is bad. Actually, it's very bad in this mod. See, if you look down at the lower left corner of the screen, you're going to see a temperature gauge and a water meter. Being next to fire and hot things, like say blazing pythorium, means that your temperature goes up. The higher your temperature, the more water you use. The more water you use, the faster you dehydrate to death. So, obviously, it's within my interest to keep the temperature as low as possible. Now, if I just dedicate myself to digging, I should be able to get a stack and a half, maybe even a little more. And if I can go ahead and get all that sieved during the night, that will put me in a really nice position. See, when you sieve, not only do you get things like dusts that, you can smelt, but you also get stones, little tiny stones. Not enough for a piece of cobble, but when you can combine them together to make cobble, which you can then make a furnace from to smelt those metals. And you're gonna need that. Oh, are you so gonna need that? In fact, the furnace is probably the single most important thing you need to survive in this map in the early game, aside from water and food. But you can use it to get water and food. Because, you can cook some things, and you can use it to boil and purify water that has gotten through, shall we say, less than sanitary methods. So, it's pretty important. We should probably head in now. Yeah, it's not quite a stack and a half, but this will do for our purposes. Okay, time to make this place nice and safe. I will just stick this glass here, and now we are sealed in for the night. One nice important thing to note about sand it falls. Excuse me, dust, not sand. That means there are no caves here. And if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you will see the practical applications of this. Lots and lots and lots of mobs on the surface. You do not want to go out in the middle of the night, let me assure you. Okay, we need to go ahead and start getting our stuff a little organized here. So, yeah. Because we're going to need lots of space in our inventory. Well, I mean, you always need lots of space in your inventory. This is Minecraft. But I would like to have a good bit. Next up, getting these chairs. These things are actually kind of important and useful. You see, when you're sitting on a chair, you don't use up food. Now, that's the way it normally is in Minecraft, but it's not that way in this mod. In this mod, you're continually draining food, even if you're just standing there. But if you're sitting down, you're not draining food. Very important. Alright, so this, by the way, is a camel pack. You know, just a backpack full of water. But early on, I like to go ahead and use the cold water during the night. The reason for this is that cold water will go ahead and drink at the same rate as the stuff from the camel pack, which regular water doesn't. And, you know, since I can't put the cold water in the camel pack, it kind of is a useful way to use it until I've gotten, you know, a way to generate my own water as I need it. Alright, time to power through quests. Well, we'll go ahead and go the easy route. The reason for that is you get a shell constructor. This is hardcore, by the way. So if I die, it's the end of the series. And I don't want to do that to you guys. And if you want to know what these are, you can just read them. But like I said, I gotta power through these because I gotta get through this very early game as fast as possible. So yeah, sorry guys. What I'm doing here is I'm using this round block, to turn in a quest. And I turn in the quest by just taking a bit of water and pumping the water into there. See, just like this. Claim reward. Alright. Those are the quests that I needed to power through. We'll put some things away. Including you. I don't need you yet. Won't need you two for a while either. Alright. And now it's time to grind. Grindy, grindy, grindy. This is something you can't really avoid early on. What you have to do is we have to sieve this dust. And we're pulling out all the little things that are useful, like that first one we got was actually a bit of iron dust. You make 4 of those, and you've got something that you can smelt into a bar of iron. So, I mean, it does take a little while. And there are ways that we can make this a whole lot more efficient later on. But for now, this is the only thing we got. Let's see if we got what we're really looking for. Yes, these. 4 of those make a cobblestone. And 3 of those make 6 slabs. 8 slabs makes a slab furnace. So that means we need a total of 24 of those little guys. Then we got ourselves a furnace that can smelt iron. Why do we need to smelt iron? Well, we need to make dirt, because we can turn dirt. If you look at that quest that I was just powering through, we used dirt to make dirty water. The dirty water can then be smelted to purify it into regular water. And we can make dirt by composting leaves. We get leaves with iron shears. So as soon as we have iron shears, we've basically got unlimited water. As long as we're ready to grind for it, at least. So that's one of our immediate goals. Another thing that this dust gives us is bone meal, which means that we can use it to power grow food in the event it's necessary. For now, we've got enough food just in the little bit here. In fact, let's go ahead and just grab a little more extra. Rotten flesh. Zombie jerky. We got a quest about this that gives us another 4 zombie jerky. Alright. let's go ahead and just keep our inventory a little bit clean. There we go. Because if you don't, then things just sort of pop out and fall out over the floor, and we have to get out of this nice, comfy chair in order to grab them. Now, let me go ahead and give you a little trick. Notice how I made that door up front out of glass? I can look out the window and see whether it's light or day, which is nice. Of course, sometimes the sound of zombies burning will tell you it's day, but it's usually a good idea to have a little bit of prep time before it's time to go out, and you definitely cannot afford to have daylight burn in this mod. Not your first 2 days. Fortunately, if you play things right, at least if you play them the way I'm playing them now, you only have to do this for 2 days. Then you're done. And we've only got about half a stack left to go. Wow, we've only got 8 stones. That's actually not very good. Lady Luck has not been kind to us. Alright. Okay, well, that's what we got, so that's what we'll have to deal with. Now, if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see that the mini-map is displaying where the mobs are. This is useful. If you go ahead and you remember where the mobs you're looking for, or at least the drops from those mods that you're looking for are, then you can go ahead and just pick them up really quickly during the day once they all die from the sunlight. And if your sound hasn't tipped you off, there is a spider sitting right on the roof. He's actually kind of annoying. We're gonna have to shoot him. Yeah, we got a gun. For those of you who have used the needle gun, it's actually a lot more useful in this mod. And by a lot more useful, I mean like a lot more useful. I should point out that they've got some very special mods in this, some of which can kill you pretty easily, so do not underestimate them. That will kill you. Fast. Alright. We're getting pretty close to done here, which means it's probably going to be morning really soon, too. This is usually about the most I can see during one night. 14 stones. That's acceptable, I guess? Maybe? Kinda? Sorta? Oh well. It's what we have, so it's what we'll deal with. And I can't believe I managed to talk through the whole sieving process! Okay, you can see it's definitely getting into morning. So let's go ahead and take all this stuff. Yep, we actually sieved ourselves an egg. Good. Alright. Now, this gun is going to be very important for us. Oh, and of course, that's not the way to do it. That's really not the way to do it. There we go. I need some water, so cold water bottle. They're dying. Daylight's burning. Time to go. Ow. Okay. Oh, crap. That guy. That guy is actually really tough, as you can see. And we cannot afford to hit him in melee right now because... Hey, Enderman! Because that will eat up all our hunger. So we're just going to have to shoot him and burn the ammo. Okay. And in the frenzy, I totally forgot to... Hey there, creeper buddy. Okay, we have totally been using up a lot of ammo, but I gotta go over here and see if he dropped an ender pearl. Ah, man, he didn't. Damn it. Okay. Would have been nice, but oh well. We have ways to grab ender pearls. In fact, we'll be constructing a few of them later on. For now, though, I'm just gonna go ahead, look for some drops. Yes, that is actually, if you look up there, you will see a creeper riding a ghast. Hey there, buddy. I'll let them fly around. Ooh, coal. Looks like we're not getting any super useful drops. Oh, well, we got some more seeds. I suppose that's kind of sort of useful, maybe? Maybe? I will. You know what? Sometimes that happens. That's why I went and I got my bones early on yesterday so I could build my bone crook. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and put that to use. Oh, and let's eat some food. Got a PB&J. If you look here, it says that we can get diminishing returns after eating food 35 more times. That's because in this mod, if you eat the same food too many times, it doesn't generate as much hunger. Mod is, shall we say, interesting in that way. Here we go. Put our sapling down. We grab our bone meal. Alright. Here's what the bone crook does. This is an item from Max Nilo for anyone who hasn't played Agrarian Skies yet. As you can see, it chops down leaves a little bit faster than normal. It also doubles the drop rate. So if you need to get saplings, this is what you use. It also... Oh, we haven't gotten one yet. But I'm trying to get another... Oh, I just got one. This, silkworm. It also allows you to get that particular drop. That drop is nice. What it lets you do is it lets you infest a tree with silkworms, which drop string. And that's basically it. They drop string. If you want a bed so you can sleep through the night, because, you know, there are like 5 trillion monsters, that's kind of important. So that's one of the first things we're going to be doing. In fact, we're going to be letting those silkworms take over a couple of trees tonight. But for now, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some wood. Oh, there's another silkworm. 2. We got 2 silkworms. That's good. We also got an apple. That's also very good. Cool. I like to put my tree form 1 block down. That way, you know, like, it helps so that you don't have to jump as much when you're getting to the very top of the tree. It doesn't help with the super big oaks, but for the little oaks, and especially for spruces, it helps a lot. And I'm probably going to be growing spruces after a while, because I just like the look of that wood. It looks good. It's cool. That's pretty much it. You make spruce because spruce wood looks cool. Don't have any real tools yet, so I have to punch these trees. But you know what? We'll be fixing that tonight. Let's see, how many trees are we going to do today? We got 13 saplings, which is kind of nice. We can turn saplings into both water and dirt. Although our real goal is going to be to sift more dust tonight. And it looks like we're almost out of crook, too. Would have been nice to get another apple, but you know what? We're going to have ways to get more apples real soon. In fact, maybe I should show you that next. I mean, it is going to be kind of important for us. Let me just go ahead and grab this dirt. Alright, you ready? Watch this. Apple. Oak sapling. Apple sapling. See, we got something called Pam's Harvest Craft installed here, which means we can make a whole ton of food items. That's sort of why the mod with the diminishing returns of hunger works. Because Pam's Harvest Craft lets you go ahead and get the... You know, it lets you get stuff at a fast enough rate and with enough variety so that you can eat all the food that you need. There. Now all I have to do is just wait for those apples to mature. Next up, we're going to infest a few trees. There we go. We're going to infest them with silkworms, like so. There's number 2. We got a third silkworm, so number 3, shall we? We'll put lucky number 3 here. Oh, it's a big one too. Okay, we get lots and lots of silkworms from that. That's okay, because you can eat them. And now... Oh, one last thing I almost forgot. Might as well get that guy to start growing. Now we have one last thing to do today, and that is gather dust. We don't have anything else to do. In fact, we've only got 2 things left to do. Gather dust and sift dust. That is our itinerary for the rest of the day and the rest of the night. And that's just a little bit on the grindy side. So, I'm not gonna make you sit through that. This has been episode 1 of Crash Landing. I'm Tinker Lantern, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you in the next episode.